Same.
Top of 83.
Con.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Con, so they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden one. That's you, Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Seminole Indians. All right?
Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, Yasharallah, may be no more in remembrance.
God, so they wanted to cut us off and made the name of Israel be no more. And they, in truth and honesty, it looks like they almost succeeded. All right? But it wouldn't happen because of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? This is prophecy unfolding from our disobedience. Okay? Continue.
Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
So are confederate against thee. They do not want Israel to be a nation. That's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Seminole Indians. Continue.
Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and Hagrians, Jabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah.
God, so if you are not on that 12 tribes chart that we showed earlier, if your father's line doesn't go back to that chart, you so-called Negroes, Judah, so-called Benjamin, West Indians, Levi, Haitian, Simeon, Dominican, Zebulon, Guatemalan to Panamanian, Ephraim, Puerto Rican, Manasseh, that's Cubans, Gad would be North American Indians, Reuben would be Seminole Indians, Naphtali would be Argentinian to Chile, and Asher would be Colombian to Uruguay, and Issachar would be Mexican. If your line, your father's line, the seed of your father does not go back to these tribes, you are a heathen nation.
Do you want me to get that account in the book of Numbers about your father's line?
Con.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared the pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old and upward by their poll.
All right, so determined by the house of thy father. All right? And we know women are important because we couldn't bring a nation back with them, but it's not about them. All right? It is all about the Israelite man. All right? That Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has it resting on the men. Okay? And just for edification, let's go ahead and Slakia. Go into Salakia. What are these other nations? What's the reward for these other nations? All right?
Revelation 13 and 10.
Yeah, go on. You can pull Revelation 13 and 10.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13. Chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
All right? So those who lead into captivity shall go into captivity. All right? And who's the nations that had Salakia, the Israelites, in captivity? All of them. All you heathen nations. You were confederate with Esau, Edom, the sword of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Matter of fact, Salakia, let me go ahead and get, it's going to be in the book of Psalms. Salakia. This is going to be the book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is the sword. All right? Which is the sword. So Esau, Edom, is the sword of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right? To correct us from going off of those laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? And how do we know that Esau, Edom is the wicked? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get it. Go ahead and pull Slakia. Pull Genesis. Pull chapter. Matter of fact, let's go into E. Genesis 25 and go to 21. And hold that. Antonio, go to Jeremiah 51 and 2.
This is Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 2.
Salakia.